like less than 3 times a day probably. Like on most days it was like once or twice,
Mm-hmm.
and then maybe on two
Sorry,
days I
YouTube,
did
fact
like
tech issue there.
3 times.
Yeah, I managed to get once or twice, up to 3 times a day. That's pretty good. And that's for the lip trills. Okie dokie. Yeah, sorry, YouTube. I've just fixed the sound now. I forgot to unmute it. Okay, let's have a little play with those lip trills then.
Also,
Go on.
we didn't do lip trills because I don't know if it's a. You said that I
Oh, which one
was
did we
breathing
do?
out too much.
Yeah?
We did
To the
the
nose one?
yeah, nose one.
Yeah. That's fine, that's fine. Um, how did you find that impacted things compared to a lip trill? Like, we can have a play with them,
Um,
but what was your experience?
I mean, I guess they just loosen up your voice, right? Because like pretty much
Yeah,
just
kind
singing warm
of.
up. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What I'm mainly wondering
So
is
I guess
like,
it's just easier to talk
yeah. I'm wondering like
after this.
how that sort of airy quality, how did it compare between the two? And we can always just have a play with it if you're unsure at the moment.
Um,
That's okay. Let's have a little play with it.
I mean, I don't know.
Okay. All right. Let's do some. We'll just start with the. We'll start with the lip trill, just so I can have a little listen to it, and then we might swap back and forth between the two, so that I can have a little listen to both of them.
Also,
Okay.
how's the mic
Mm-hmm.
sounding? Is it
Yeah, it sounds totally fine. Yeah, it's spot on.
okay?
I'll let you know if there's any issues. Okay. Okay, still super breathy. Let's switch straight over to the hums. Okay, still a bit breathy. That could just be your nose being close to the mic or something, but I suspect it's
It
still a
is
bit breathy.
close. I have to.
Okay.
I need to have
Mm-hmm.
it like
Yeah, no, it's
literally
fine.
up to my
That's
mouth.
completely fine. That's completely fine.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll keep going. Okay. 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 Thanks, Ren. Okay, then all the way up to your maximum pitch range, okay? As high as you can go and as low as you can go. Nice. Okay, and then we're going to go up to the top and we're going to do a little pitch siren. Okay, and then we're going to do same thing at the bottom. So starting from the top, sliding down.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Okay, well done. Okie dokie. All right, that sounded lovely. I can tell you've been doing those consistently, so I'm totally happy with that.
Although I can, I can feel that I'm shaky.
Shaking in what way?
Probably because I just came back from cycling, but I don't know.
Oh, okay. That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're a little out of breath, that's completely fine. Make sure you're drinking plenty.
Yeah.
Okay, so first thing, did we touch on weight last lesson? I can't remember if we touched it towards the end or not.
No.
No,
we did
that's
not.
okay. Okay, so the first thing we're going to be going over to, or the next thing in your learning that we're going to be going over is weight stuff. It's going to be the first thing that like changes the sound of your voice. Also, as I'm going through this, I'm just going to like blend out my blush a bit more because it is not blended very well and it's freaking me out.
Okay.
So yeah, listen, this is me. Yeah, so weight is the sound change. Well, it's basically what I'm using right now. We would normally call a lighter weight. Okay, it's not got much buzziness. It's quite gentle. The opposite end would be if it sounded more like this, where we have all of this sort of really buzzy sound. Do you hear the difference between these two sounds, where one is like this really, really buzzy kind of a thing, and the other has none of that buzziness left? Yeah? The opposite of this, or not the opposite of this, the same thing would be if I was to drop things over to here, this has still got that light, gentle sound, okay? It's like a big friendly giant or something. Whereas if I was to go over to somewhere over here, now we have all of that weight back in. It's much buzzier. It's like thicker, heavier, rougher, whatever word you wanted to use to describe this. Yeah? Can you hear how like this sound and this sound are like the same like buzziness or the same weight or whatever it is?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? And then at the opposite end, can you hear how this is like light in the same way that this is light, and they both have that like softness to them or gentleness?
Yeah.
Yeah. What word would you use to describe it? There's no like wrong answer here. Just what intuitively like, what word would you use, or what descriptive terms would you use to describe like how this sounds different to how this sounds?
I guess it's like difference and words. How do I?
Sure.
Um.
Just intuitively, just like vibes only. Like just what's it kind of?
Yeah, I mean, strained. I guess maybe strained, like
Strained?
strength,
Move
but
away
like
from. Yeah, I'll move us away from strains just because that is more of a different thing.
yeah.
But if I was to say, I'll throw some words out at you, and you can tell me what like vibes best, or if something like pops into your mind as I'm going through, like interrupt me and tell me like, oh, it's like you're doing this to your voice, even if that doesn't actually mean anything. So like some people might call this like a sort of thinner sound, or they might call it a lighter sound, gentler, softer. What other ones come to mind? lacking in like muchness almost. Like there's something that's been like taken away. Like it's less of something. Um, any of those could be descriptions you might think of. Over at this end, it might sound like thicker to you, or heavier, rougher, buzzier, maybe even more aggressive, tougher, chunkier. Um, what comes to mind? I don't know, any of those sorts of things. Does any of that resonate with you? Any of that kind of vibe?
Mm, I guess buzzy does describe
Buzzy?
that pretty well, like heavy.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Buzzy. That's totally fine. There's that little coil that's freaking me out. Hang on, I'm gonna do this because otherwise it's just gonna be too in my face. Oh, there we go. Okay, so, all right. So buzziness. This is what we're sort of looking at right now. This buzzy connection generally is going to be less buzzy in a more feminine voice and more buzzy in a more masculine voice. It's one of our like two core components. It's not on its own going to do anything significant. Like if I just take my voice right now and just make it buzzier, like it doesn't really sound. It doesn't sound like a dude's voice now. It doesn't sound masculine yet, but it doesn't sound like normal feminine. It's not. It's something's not. It just sounds weird. Or like over here, this isn't what like dudes don't sound like this. It has that lighter and gentler, but it doesn't really sound feminine. It doesn't really sound masculine. It's just like a halfway point. So that's what we're going to be doing. That's what this is going to produce, that halfway point. And if we're feminizing, we're trying to end up somewhere over here. So we've started off over here. We're going to be trying to take this sort of buzzier voice and just take all of that buzziness out of it, shed all of that weight to end up in this area, which is going to be our little stepping stone before we end up somewhere more over here. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Cool. So a fun little useful thing we have with weight or buzziness is there's a little bit of a pitch connection in that it's easier to go to higher pitches when we have a lighter weight, a less buzzy sound, and it's necessary to have extra weight or to be buzzier in order to hit those lower pitches, or the lowest pitches. So we can take advantage of that. If we were to start sliding our pitch upwards, naturally, to make it easier on ourselves, we're going to start lightening our weight. So the drill we're going to do to start you off, to help you do your first exploration with this, is we'll start at a lower pitch, trying to be as buzzy, thick, heavy as we can, okay? Or oh. Okay? Excuse me. And then we're going to start raising that pitch to help us lighten the sound, okay? Do you hear how at the end there, I've got a much lighter,
Yeah.
gentler sound? Yeah? So what we're then going to do once we've reached that gentler sound is we're going to try and, this is the hard bit, try and hold on to it while you're bringing your pitch back down to a normal speaking level. You don't have to go all the way down in pitch, you won't be able to go to the bottom, but a normal whatever you would be speaking at, okay? So full drill is going to be like this. And then we continue talking, trying to again maintain that same gentle sound. Yeah?
Okay.
Okay, it's okay. So we'll start you off. Oh, if you find yourself going all the way into M2, in that falsetto space, so like, totally fine. Whatever gets you to that light or lacking in buzziness. All right? Just make sure if you do go all the way to we bring it down again afterwards into our normal, like, so we're in a normal M1 speaking. Yeah? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You'll get a feel for it as you're going. Any questions before you give it a go?
Do I start from like the bottom or do I
Just
do it
It
from
doesn't have
like
to be the
the
absolute bottom. It can be. But just low, definitely lower than would be normal, because it will help you get that buzzier start. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Give it a go. Don't worry about talking afterwards. Just try giving the drill a go. Okay.
Is
First thing,
that?
I would say first thing is,
I
do you hear
was
how?
yeah.
Oh, go on.
Yeah. You go.
Okay. Okay. So at the start, I noticed there was a whole bunch of fry in there, and that might just muddle you up because, like, especially when we're using terms like there's not really a good term to use that describes weight in a way that doesn't sound similar to fry, even though like fry sounds very different, but it kind of is still like you might still use the word buzzy to describe this even though you're meaning a different thing.
Yeah.
um, that's why I tend to say crackly, just because it is a distinguishing term. So try to avoid this kind of a sound at the beginning of it, okay? Because I don't want you muddling up this sound with this sound where we have this like excuse me, where we have this really like buzzy kind of a thing, or like this sound
Wait.
where we have this like much buzzier, thicker thing. I don't want you muddling up with this sound where we have all of this buzziness coming through. Sorry, all of this crackliness coming through. Vocal fry.
So if I go like, it's more like buzziness, or is it like more
Kind of.
crackliness?
That's going to be some different stuff there. Don't try to imitate my one when I'm in a brighter voice, because that's going to be something we do later down the road. So for you,
Okay.
you're going for like just standard unmodified where we have this buzziness. You could even try to increase it a bit if you can. Like this very like almost like very masculine voice where like, yeah, I am like, yeah, very buzzy, very strong. Okay? Yeah, so give us like this really buzzy kind of a voice. And then so
Oh.
the full drill if I was to do it over that would be like oh, and I didn't take a big enough breath, so I ran out of air. Take a big breath to start off with. Okay, give it a go.
Oh. Why now? I can hear the.
Extra buzz. Oh.
Oh. Now I can hear the
Get
crackling.
yourself. Don't worry too much. I just don't want it to be so much that you might muddle the two up. That was fine as I was hearing it there. Okay. Try to get a bit higher with that pitch there, because I feel like we're struggling to shed enough weight.
Oh. I'm going in. Oh
Careful.
fuck. Okay.
Remember our so you can get all the way up there. Yeah. So it's the same thing, but with this like buzzier start. Sorry. Start off with just that.
Oh. Oh.
Try to
And
smooth it out a little
okay.
bit. Uh-huh.
Yeah. Oh. I get to the point where I can't really, I don't know. My voice kind
Drop
of
your breath.
just stops.
So what we might be having happening is let's try removing all drills for a moment. I just want to listen to what happens when in your voice when you do just slide into a high pitch. So ignoring everything else, just
Uh,
okay. I think we just have a bit of a hard break, which is completely fine. So I think we can smooth it out a bit more. Like that was a big jump. You kind of went like try to smooth it out a bit more. But there's going to be somewhere in the middle where there's like this shift that happens, where you're going from like where I have my like which is all my normal kind of M1 voice, and then there's a which is all my M2 voice. So as you're flipping into M2, there might be like a little break, where it's like kind of like in puberty where you had those voice breaks. It's like the exact same thing. That's totally fine if that happens. I don't mind that. But the jump we're having right now is a bit big. If we can smooth it out a bit, we don't need to be like smooth. Like I don't mind if it's like for the full drill. That's totally fine. Um, Give it a go.
Uh,
That's nice. Okay, okay. All right, so the first thing we're going to do, slow this down a little bit. We're just going to do the first half to get it like correct before we move on. So we'll slow it right down just to like learn the drill properly. Um, so slowing down, take a big breath first. We're going to just slide ourselves to that higher area and start really heavy. And then as you go, listen to the weight changing. Okay, we're aiming to get lighter. Listen to it so you actually hear the difference between your voice when it is heavy and when it is light. Obviously, there's also going to be a pitch difference. So try to listen to the thing that isn't pitch that's changed. Okay. So for example, in mine, listen to the buzziness specifically, ignoring the pitch. Can you hear the, ignoring the pitch, can you hear the gentle element to those higher
yeah.
areas? Yeah? Okay. Give it a go. See if you can listen to that same thing in your voice.
Uh, uh,
Okay, not bad, not bad. One thing I was noticing there, just to check in on,
yeah.
it sounded like we were going a little bit breathy for part of that. Watch out that we aren't going breathy, because breathiness is a very different thing to this gentle lack of buzziness. Okay.
Yeah.
So, for example, if I go again over to my unmodified voice, so it's a bit more like in line with yours, so you can hear things properly. If I was to go like super breathy right now, it still has like a heavier weight. You can still hear all of that like buzziness in the voice because breathiness is a separate variable. Whereas right now, I don't have any breathiness, or like right now, I don't have any breathiness in my voice, but it has that gentle aspect. And then right now, I have all of that breathiness in, and we have a much gentler sound. So do you hear how it's just, they're just completely separate things? Can you hear that difference?
Yeah.
It might take a little bit. That's okay.
Although I'm
I
not
guess to
sure
give
how
you...
to
That's okay.
separate them.
That's okay. We'll get there in time. This is lesson 1 on this, so don't worry. To give you a little like taster, try just speaking to be super breathy. I think we might have touched on that last lesson as well. Just speak to me in a super like I want your entire breath to be used up in a sentence. I don't know. Tell me your favorite ice cream flavor.
My favorite ice cream flavor is probably, I don't know,
Spot on
salted
though.
caramel or
Yeah,
like
good
um
choice.
um
Like fudgy things.
honestly, yeah, like the Ben and Jerry's what was it?
Whatever it is, you're
Honestly, it
doing a
was,
good
I
job.
think it's the Tonight Show or whatever flavor.
Yeah, it's all good. When you say salted
um
caramel, I immediately go like, caramel. So we're like fudgy, we're like toffee, those kinds of flavors. I like those
yeah,
nice ones
although
too.
like um mint
Oh,
and chocolate chips go hard.
yeah. Mint chocolate chip's good as well. That's good as well.
Hell yeah.
Okay, that's sounding totally fine. Like that's like super breathy, where you're using up all your air as you're getting through a sentence. I imagine did you experience like literally running out of air during that?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, clues in the name. We're being super breathy. We're literally using up more air. So like it's literally what's happening. Okay, dokie. So with all of that in mind, try going from super breathy to not breathy at all, and just back and forth between the two, just for a few sentences, just so you can have a really solid like handle of breathiness. And you can tell me about again, what can we talk about for like 20 seconds? Favorite I don't know, favorite snack or snacks.
That's hard.
Least favorite snacks.
Could be food. Let's just do food.
Sure.
Okay, so like my favorite, probably the most like comfort food ever is like red curry.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I really fucking enjoy red curry. It's just so good. Although I remember that I've put like
Mm-hmm.
uh, way too much paste one time, like twice as much. It was unbearable. The heat
Yeah,
was
spot on.
too much, and like I don't know. Probably like my second like favorite food would be pizza.
That's okay. I'll save that. So I don't run out of icebreakers. Okay, that was spot on. You're easily turning breathiness on and off. So when we're doing this drill, just try to keep breathiness off. If it comes in, turn it off.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Let's go through the drill again. Oh.
Oh.
Not bad, not bad. I can hear there's a little bit of wobbliness during the M2, but I'm not too worried
Yeah.
about it because it's not. It's just you're not being very used to M2 yet. I don't really care because the idea is we're not
Okay.
trying to like train your M2. It's just we're using it as a quick tool to help us. So once you get to that place, first of all, do you hear how you start buzzy and do you hear it becoming gentler, like gradually becoming
Yeah.
gentler, and that M2 is like a big jump in gentleness, yeah, or less buzzy. Sorry.
Mhm.
Okay, so now I want you to, and this is the hard bit, hold on to that gentle sound, like keep it gentle or keep it light, keep it lacking buzziness as you then descend in pitch again. I don't need you to go all the way down to the bottom of your pitch, just to what you would normally speak at. Okay? So the full drill is going to sound like this. Oh. So do you hear how like oh is a very different sound to where I started with the oh. Yeah?
So we go all the way back.
Yeah, basically back to where you started
Okay.
in pitch.
Oh. No, wait. Oh.
Okay, slow
No,
that down a
I
bunch
can.
because it feels like there's a lot of instability there that's throwing you off. So slow it down, keep it nice and relaxed. Go for it again. Much better. I feel like were we
Yeah, I
running out
don't
of
know.
air towards the end there?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I
Okay.
thought so. It sounded good. I think you just ran out of air, which is why it kind of went like, and then you just kind of stopped because there was just no air left. So go for it again. If you can, take a bit of a deeper breath. But we'll keep going it like this, even if we're not quite reaching the end, just to get it nice and like consistent. And then I'll have you speed it up so we can actually complete the drill.
Yes, sorry.
No, no, no. It's fine.
Um.
It's fine. It's fine.
Oh.
Okay, not too
Yeah, I
bad.
don't know.
We don't have to go super high in that M2. Like once you've hit M2, you've basically got the maximum you're going to get out of this. Like going further into your M2, like even higher, is like because once you've like M2 almost is like a set. Like now we are gentle. You should be having a lack of buzz. Like the buzziness should be leaving as you're going up in pitch. But once you hit that M2, that's like there's no further than that. Because M2 is
Okay.
based, it's static in M2, whereas M1 it moves.
Mhm.
So just to help like save you some air. Excuse me. Okay, all right, go for it again. And again, keep it like very mindful, very in control. Okay.
Very mindful, very demure.
Exactly, exactly.
Oh.
Okay, that was almost too good. That was spot on. We didn't start very heavy. We were just light from point A to point B. So
Sorry.
that's no, no, no. It's good. It means, so that sound that you did basically for all of that is what we're desiring. Just to help you have like a more solid, like fixed understanding of this, we'll try to increase the fuzziness of that start bit just to help you like have this as a really solid thing, because then you have the like heavy and light to compare the two. But that's good. That's always like, of all the mistakes to make, that's the good one. Okay, try again. Okay, see if we can slow down the M1 section. Are you, when I'm saying M1 and M2, are you like understanding what I'm
Yeah,
meaning? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
like the higher and lower, the
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Where
lower
we have that
part.
like, where we have that shift
Yeah.
in the higher pitch. See if we can spend more time in that M1, just slow that section down, because it's going to be harder for you to play with things if we're like, oh, you know what I mean? Like we need some time in the M1, because
Hmm.
that's really what we're trying to do, is create a shift in our M1, because that's what you normally speak in. Like you don't normally speak like this. This isn't how anybody speaks most of the time, unless you're like Mickey Mouse, I guess. Oh, but yeah, give that a go.
Okay. Oh.
Okay, okay, not bad. Last little bit, we started to get heavy again, but you almost had it spot on. So try that again.
Wait, okay.
Let's try. Sorry to pause you a moment. Let's try staying in M1, because you're actually lightening quite nicely. I don't think we need to be going all that crazy. Let's try just going. Oh, sorry. Oh, because you're getting quite a light sound, at like the top of your M1, but we're through it like that. So let's try to like slow that section down and just exist in that section. Start busier.
Okay.
Really like, yeah. Okay, that's fine.
I got some
We still use the
buzziness at
M2
the
there,
end.
but like it's fine. It's fine. That's what I was looking for to get out of you. Can you do that again? We'll just do some repetitions, get it consistent.
Oh.
Nice. Keep it slow down in control. Go again.
Oh.
Nice. Had a little
I
buzziness
feel
come through
like
the
it's.
bottom end there, but that's totally fine
Hmm.
because we're getting to a much lower pitch than you normally speak at there at the end. So I don't mind just chopping off the end of a drill. So what we're now going to do is, now we've got the drill down, we're going to start using this to change your voice. So first things first, the drill is just a tool. You have to then like use the tool, okay?
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is you're going to go through your drill, and then as you get to the end of it, I want you to, without even stopping the sound, continue into some speech. Sorry, I just knocked the mic. And you can tell me about, I don't know, what can you talk about for like 30 seconds or so? We don't know each other very well yet. What are your hobbies? What are you into? What's Idalia all about?
Art.
Yeah? Tell me about art
Mostly
things.
art.
What styles do you like drawing? Is it drawing? Is it painting? Yeah, tell me about your style and medium.
Okay.
So drill, take that sound into telling me about something to do with art. Try to keep it a simple thing that you already fully understand in terms of what you're telling me, just for now.
Okay, so I'll just talk about the art book that I got.
Yeah, sure. Tell me about the art book.
Okay.
You look to keep that lack of buzziness.
Okay, so like I recently got a
Pause.
I
Pause.
went back.
I make sure we're getting the full drill. We kind of skip the end to get straight into the voice. Don't skip the end, okay? That end bit is really important. In fact, to double down to force you to not be able to skip it,
To-
and because it's quite useful. Try to, at that last note, try to just like extend it for a little bit. And I'm looking for that last note to be like the same as what you're probably going to enter into. So like even
Okay.
like, think about like what like you just said like okay okay that would be our target pitch like and then we're going to continue into what we're saying. Um, Ideally, don't pause to take a breath. I just didn't take a big breath at the start like I should have.
Okay.
If you are finding, how are you finding air in all of this? Like, are you just running out of breath a lot,
Mm,
or is that something that is a problem? Do you need me to fix it, or
I
do we not
don't
need to worry
think
about it?
so.
No. Okay, just checking in. Okay, in that case, let's keep going.
Wait.
Sounded okay. Oh,
Wait.
sorry, a little bit gentle on that one. Give me like a
No.
aggressive. Okay, you're angry at me. Oh.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Not that forceful.
Like, mhm.
Sorry.
Wait, I went back to like the,
Sorry, say that again.
or did I? No, I don't know.
Back. Oh,
I
did you
think I
say back to
switched
heavy?
back just to the normal to heavy.
hmm So, okay, go through your full drill. Take your time with it. Okay. And then just we'll not do the speaking bit just yet. Just stay on that last note for a bit. Hold it for like a couple of seconds. Okay.
Uh, uh,
Okay. Can we get a more aggressive start? Yeah.
wait,
Try to make that
I
gradual.
didn't have enough air.
Oh. Gradual movement. A little bit lower. Oh. Like, yeah. Like end the drill just a slight bit lower than you just did. You just needed like an extra couple of notes to get to where you normally speak at. Okay, not too bad. Try and hold that last note for a bit longer. I want a yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Okay. Do you hear how your starting note and ending note sounded pretty similar there in terms of the buzziness? I don't know if you were
Yeah.
able to notice that. Yeah? So watch out for that. That means you're not holding on to that gentleness on the downwards. So try that again. And I'm looking for the end to be very different. No, the end to be very different than the start. Yeah? That's the big thing to watch out for here. That's good though. Try again. Okay, again.
No.
Very similar end and start. Try again. Good. Can we get a little bit lower there? I
And
don't want you
that's
to be
high.
relying on high pitches.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. This is why I'm saying give up really like aggressive, like very buzzy start to help you get that difference between the start and the end. Yeah. Helps like reinforce the sound. Okay,
I
still
went
a lot of oh, go
really.
on.
I
Sorry, go on.
also went fast.
Yeah. I'm looking for a lot of control here. Try to the best that you're able to, Like, because we're kind of going like, oh, oh, oh. Like, give me a gradual. Oh, sorry. My fucking heavyweight is not where it's meant to be right now. Oh, like you can hear only there. Oh, have I started to actually be noticeably light? Oh, yeah. Slow that change.
Oh.
Spot on. Nice. Okay, that was good. That was good. Once more, with a nice and buzzy start.
Wait, that was fast.
Uh huh. Pace it out. Control it.
Oh.
Nice. Nice. That was really good. How much air do you have left by the end of that when you do that really controlled version?
I didn't take a deep breath. It was pretty much what I had left over of the last one.
Oh, sure, sure,
So
sure.
not
Okay, so if
much.
you took, okay, okay. Um, try make sure you take a deep breath to start with. I want this to be a very intentional, very controlled thing. But if you find yourself in a situation like, oh fuck, I didn't take a big enough breath, then at that top bit, by all means, take a moment to pause, breathe in, and complete withdrawal. So it could be, if you need it to be, oh, oh, oh. So you still have a decent amount of breath left
Hmm.
at that point. Okay?
Oh, oh.
Nice, nice. Again, we don't need to be getting quite as high there. Like, once you've entered M2, you can just do a little
I know it
dip
just
back in.
slips into
No, I like
that.
it doesn't
So
matter. It just is like a waste of your air. But like it doesn't matter. So if it's
yeah.
not throwing you off, which it sounds okay, then it's fine. So with that big difference between the start and the end, let's go into some talking. Tell me about that art book.
Yeah. Okay.
Big breath to start with.
Almost forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, no. I went way too. Okay, never mind.
So just going into start, think about what your first sentence is going to be, so that you can literally continue that note like monotonously into the first couple of words, and then allowing your pitch pattern to take over. It's like literally it can be, because this will be like the easiest bridging you could have. I could fuck. I ran out of breath. And then we're going to continue into that first sentence where we're trying to be nice and gentle with our voice. So now we kind of have a voice like this, and you're telling me about your art book, and you're telling me all of these things. You can hear my pitch patterns taken back over, even though I started with that just monotony. Just like as if the drill continues into that first few words, just to really help you keep that gentleness or that
And then
lack
I
of
can take a
buzziness.
breath.
Yeah.
There.
If air is an issue, take a breath at the top, because it's an easy place to like restart yourself.
Mm-hmm.
That was a very fast. That was a. Oh.
Sorry.
Don't give me that. Give me a. Give me a slide. Yeah, we're sliding up and down, not blasting. Okay, try again. little bit buzzy
So
there.
the art book. Yeah.
Okay. That's okay. That's okay. We'll get this. We'll get this.
Oh,
You can be buzzy from that.
oh.
Nice.
So the art book is like by Jeffrey Jones. I don't know if anything
Yep. Bunch of buzzies
held.
coming back in now. That's okay. That's okay.
Yeah.
Did you hear the buzziness sneak back in?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's go for it again. Um, is the art book a topic you can talk about for like 30 seconds or so? Just to
Um.
check on that first. So what art
mm,
has it got in it? What are you doing with it? Is this like just a colouring in book, or is this like a teaches you things book?
yeah. I mean, I think I can
Subjects?
talk about it for 30 seconds or more.
Yeah? Yeah, that's fine, that's fine. Or like 20
Yeah.
seconds or whatever. Okay, so very controlled, very taking your time. Because I feel you trying to like skip steps. So no skipping steps. By the way, we are going quite a bit over here. Are you down to keep going a bit further over? Because obviously I started much, much later than I normally would have.
Yeah.
Yeah, just to
It's
give you
fine.
your full 55 minutes. Just in case you had like plans or whatever. Okay, so we'll go through. I want it nice and controlled. Also, I'm noticing it seems like the sound is like throwing you off, so try to like switch it up if that's helpful. Like an might be helpful, or like an whatever works. So if it's like an run out of breath there. But like whatever, like the vowel doesn't matter here.
Mm. Uh, uh, I just went into the buzz.
Yeah, well noticed. Well noticed. That's really good. Try again.
Uh,
Not bad. Not bad.
and I'm out of breath.
That's okay. That's okay. Let's just try making it as a part of the drill every time, no matter what. Take a breath at the top. So just uh So when we can start talking again, and we're going to have a voice like this, very gentle, very sort of lacking substance, lacking all of that buzziness. And just because of a specific configuration of this, like right now my voice sounds normal and full, but when we're over here, it's going to have this kind of hollow, like cavernous, yeah, hollow is probably the best word to describe it, like there's something missing from it. So that might be useful to you, to like listen for that like hollow, almost cartoonish voice.
Can I just try and hit that voice, like, so I even know what I'm trying to? Cause like,
Okay, we'll do
are
it
we like
briefly.
going for this thing
Yeah, do you have a
or
lack of
something
buzz in
else?
there?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Okay, that lack of buzz is what
I
we're
just,
going
I
for.
just,
There is something else there as well. Like your increasing size, which is the next thing. Like the difference between my voice right now and my voice right now is a size thing. That's like step 2
mhm.
after we finish weight. So what you're doing is like if I go to my okay, I have to like think about what my previous
Yeah.
voice sounded like. But if I'm in like my original like unmodified voice, it's still like if I have to go like even larger to end up like over here. So that's kind of what you're doing there. You're getting like
Yeah.
even larger than is norm. Sorry. So like that's why I'm avoiding that. But
Mhm.
to some extent, like the light gentleness is correct there. Yeah? We're just having an extra thing happening as well. Does that make
Okay.
sense?
Yep.
Okay. All right, go ahead. Okay, you hear all that buzziness?
Yeah.
So
Oh.
watch out for that buzziness, okay? Try again.
I just want that. Okay.
That's okay. Take a
Mm.
moment to take that breath, and also take a moment to like listen to the buzziness throughout the drill, because it should be sounding like it's gradually losing buzziness throughout the full raising of pitch, okay? Not just when we switch into M2, okay?
Honestly, I didn't really lose any
Yeah,
of it this time.
that's okay. That's okay.
Um. Oh. Wait.
Oh, that was all right. That's not bad either. Good. Yeah, don't try to. So if you just re-drill rather than trying to go back into the sound after having stopped while you're picking this up.
Uh-huh.
Always, always, always. This is for the YouTube audience, for the Discord audience, for everybody. Never just try to, like, you've lost it, try to resume it, re-drill. That is how you resume. Always, always, always re-drill. Okay, all right. So we'll go through this again. And I'm looking for us to, like, if you get to that spot, take in some talking. Okay, tell me about that art book. Tell me about its content.
Wait, I went to the
Mm-hmm.
humming. Ah.
Slow
Okay.
the movement down.
Mm-hmm. So, it's like, was that okay?
Yeah, still a bit of buzziness in there. Let's
Yeah.
try because I feel like it's throwing you off a little bit. Don't worry about going quite as low in pitch. So like what you're at right now is already reasonably buzzy. Like if I go back to just an ordinary like this style of voice is already going to have that buzziness in it. So we can just because I feel like you're having some side stuff sneaking in because we haven't worked on sides yet, and so it's got a pitch conflation. I feel like that's throwing you off. So let's give it a go like that for now. Okay, starting buzzy but narrow. There you go.
Wait, I went to.
Uh,
I started doing something else. Uh,
nice. Good.
and this is like the nice. Ah.
Okay, lost it there. Lost it there. Also, ignore my lights shouting at me. I don't even know what they say. Okay. You heard it getting buzzy there, though, which is really good. So when it happens, just re-drill, carry on. Don't even worry about it. Okay? Go right ahead. We're guessing somewhere now.
Wait, I just want.
Try to keep it nice and controlled.
Wait.
Okay. Something that I'm noticing you're starting to do. When I'm telling you to slow down and keep it controlled, you're just staying on that first note for a while, and then doing a like crazy, like super fast thing. So slowing down doesn't mean just stay on the first note and then do it fast. It means a slow movement. Yeah. It's for moving that I'm telling you to slow down and have controlled.
Okay.
Okay.
uh, Wait.
Uh,
I'm just too
that's
crackling.
right.
Uh,
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 very buzzy end there. Partly because I think you have a bit of I think you're into some degree over relying on VM2, such that as soon as you end up in M1 again, you're just back to buzzy. So like, I want the bulk of this, for you in particular, to be M1. Okay. At least I want to be hearing a very significant shift in your weight before we've entered M2. All right. So I'm looking for. Do you hear how? Like I'm still in M1 there. Do you hear how this is M1? Just
yeah.
to start you off, okay? Like as opposed to this, which is M2. And you can also hear how we're quite gentle there. I'm pretty gentle here. Okay. But don't run out of breath, like I did.
Hmm.
Okay.
Wait.
Uh. I'm going to ban
Wait.
M2 just for now. I'll let you have it back afterwards, but I'm going to ban it just for now because I want some change in this M1. We were getting it, and then you just went for M2. Good. Perfect. Do you hear a huge difference outside of a pitch?
Yeah.
Is that a yes, or is that a I'm going to say yes? Because that's the least
In
confident yes I've ever
between,
heard.
I think I did.
Okay, try again.
Uh,
Okay, careful it doesn't go breathy, but do you have a difference there?
yeah.
Okay, alright. Again, and then try coming down again.
Uh, uh,
Nice. That wasn't too bad. Okay. Again.
Wait.
Uh, nice. That's spot on. That's spot on. Okay. I allow you to use M2 if you find it helpful now, although if you just stick with that, that's also, like, that's working, so don't fix what ain't broken. Okay. Exact same. And tell me about that art book.
Uh,
Uh,
so like, this is basically a compilation of several comics done by Jeffrey Jones. If there's anything,
nice.
was there anything?
That was spot on. Until you then said, was there
Okay.
anything? That was spot on. Okay, we got it. We nailed it. All right, so homework, practice the heck out of that. All right. That last one you did there was spot on. So if you need to re-listen to this VOD, you can hear it being spot on, and you can hear it as soon as you then say, I don't know what the exact words were, but like, was that anything? You can hear an immediate increase of buzziness. So that can again help you there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any questions? I know it's a brand new topic, so
Um.
it's okay.
So that was all right.
That was spot on. It wasn't just all right. It was exactly correct.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you
So I'll
did?
try to do that.
Yeah. Yeah. Basically, just keep practicing it. Make recordings because it'll be easier for you.
Mhm.
Um, and use that little one that you did at the end there as a like reminder of what it should be sounding like. Okay?
Okay.
All right. If you get stuck and you're like, I don't know what I'm doing, send me a message in your ticket. Okay?
Sure.
All right. No worries. As you keep
Thanks
practicing this,
for.
you'll get a hand of it. Yeah, of course. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. 2 weeks time for our next lesson.
Um. Wait.
That would be the 5th of August. Or I can
I'm
just
gonna
leave it
be
to
in
you to.
Italy, so the next week, maybe.
As in the 12th, or
Yeah, 12.
okay, let me check. Ooh, I wouldn't be able to do the 12th. I tell you what, we will sort it in the ticket. We'll figure
Okay,
it out. Okay.
okay.
All right. Sounds good. Sounds good. All right. Well, thank you very, very much for coming to your lesson, Idalia. Keep practicing that in your homework. And yeah, you just got to keep practicing it. Why is that like that? That's been like that the whole stream. I am so sorry, stream people. Let me fix that. There we go. That's been like that for ages. None of you said anything. Okay, all right, people in the Discord, we are going to be heading over to the YouTubes. I'll talk about my thoughts on the lesson, and then we're going to do this art competition. So head on over, see who has won, see the cool art that people have been making, and yeah, I'll see you all in a minute. You're heading for https://youtube.com/@trans_network. Yes, that's correct. It's going to do a link. Yes, perfect. Okay. All right. I'll see you guys over there. That's what my chats are. All right. See you, Discord people. Bye. Hello, YouTube. Okie dokie. All right. Let's talk about that lesson. But before we do, I'm going to head us over to here because I need the toilet. I'll be right back. Okie dokie. Hello, everybody. Yo, how are we doing right now? Let me get some music on for all of you. Do. Give me a second to get that music going. Boo. Okay. Music. There we go. And there we go. Enjoy some music, everybody. Okie dokie. Is it going to start? Are we going to have our music? What the heck? Why is my Windows Media Player freaking out? It's just not doing anything. Oh wait, but we do have music. Okay, we have music. It was playing the whole time. That is okay. Let's get everything on screen where it should be. Nice and organized. How are you all doing today? Parents are gone now, yay? Hells yeah. Another day in the office? Yeah, so basically my thoughts about lesson. Also, can we just notice for a second? I feel like since going to the toilet, actually, my makeup isn't quite as flawless. But yo, at least during the duration of that lesson, the makeup's kind of on point. I'm not gonna lie. Like, ooh, I'm rolling with that. I'm kind of digging it. I'll have to see what it looks like on stream, but I kind of dig it, which is a rare thing for me. So yeah, in terms of that lesson, obviously that was an introduction to like weight as a whole. So yeah, it can always be a bit of like figuring out sort of, it's figuring out how the student ticks with the topic, because everybody's a little bit different, everybody approaches things a little bit different. Main thing was, I think this is possibly something that will come with just softies and the normal stuff for Idalia. Idalia, it should be Idalia, shouldn't it? Yeah, I think this is just a thing for Idalia in terms of pitch movements, rather than it being a weight thing necessarily. Although I do think the buzziness at the start was making it a bit tricky. But she'll get there with time. And yeah, it's literally just, there was some like pitch, like inconsistency, I suppose. Like the stability was off, and I think that was just kind of throwing her off and like throwing her game off a little bit. So I think as she just builds consistency, that's gonna sort of fix itself, and just normal warm-ups regularly are gonna help with that. Like that's kind of why, it's not why, it's one of the many reasons why I have students start off with softies, because it just helps for pitch to be at least at a level. I don't need good pitch control, but it needs to be at a level where it's not gonna fuck with a weight drill. And yeah, she was doing fine. By the end, spot on. So I think it is for Idalia just going to be repetitions and just over and over and over again until she's got it. I think that's literally all there is to it. I feel like my camera is nowhere near where it normally would be, and it's kind of making the lighting look not quite as good. Like, I feel like we're supposed to be a little bit lower, right? Or maybe not much, actually. I don't know. Maybe I'm supposed to be like here? Whoa, let's get over it. Whoa, sorry for those horrible sounds. I should check one day. Like, what does it sound like when I'm fucking with my mic? Okay, that looks okay. Yeah, so that's kind of my thoughts there. There's not like a lot to talk about. Although if you guys have questions, like ask those questions. But it was mainly just a matter of getting Idalia to like slow down and like keep control as she was going through things. So like having intention behind it instead of just like, you know, like thought and intention going into it, to gain that control. Yeah. Okay, so what we're going to be doing today is, I think the best way is if I split the stream into two. So I'm probably going to restart the stream, unless you guys have any last questions about that lesson, or about weight stuff or voice stuff. I'm probably going to, like, I'll be seconds, so don't go anywhere. I'm just going to restart it with a new title so we can go over the art competition, and I'll do another ping in the Discord. So I'm probably going to do that right now. So don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere at all. I will be back in like 5 seconds. I'm literally just restarting the stream with a new title. Okay? Alright. See you in just like seconds. Okay?